All right, guys, here we go. It's game number 31 on the season. It is game 31 on the season. Sorry, officer, didn't mean to cut in front of you there, buddy.
When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two, Jim?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early, lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it can also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Powell. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's MP in at the point. Now here's Powell, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. On the wing, Wallace, covered by MP. And Johnson with the stop.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
And for Atlanta, they come in off a good outing against the Bulls. Hero kicks to Wiggins. And MP with the basket on the assist by Wiggins. MP's got his second basket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness. Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
He doesn't hit that one. Wallace against MP. Johnson with a screen on MP. Wallace the pass to Johnson. That shot no good. Wiggins with some nice D. And he drives in. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Well, Wiggins may look calm and cool out there, but he can put on a show at times.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now, here's O'Connor. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Shea has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
MP, no good.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
In the corner, Powell with it. MP deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Powell, no one around him. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Daniels. Scoreless thus far. Okongwu kicks to Wallace. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And so, MV will bring it up for Miami. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
Pass to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. There's Hero with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, when you look at Hero's numbers, this is a guy who shoots a good percentage from deep with a high volume.
And it's Wallace penetrating, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches for most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
The Heat with the lead. Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Left side, Hero. Pass to Powell. To the paint. And MP with the basket on the assist by Powell. MP's got 8 points.
That's just a great possession. MP scoring in the paint.
To the left wing. Now, Shea turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Out to Wallace. Fires at the elbow. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's MP. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to Shea. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Miami's on 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Daniels against MP. Here's Hero. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
Wallace misses.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
On the wing, MP hands it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
And this is why you got to be all up in MP's airspace, even as the pass is coming his way.
Wallace outside. Pass to Shea. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. MP, good. And the Heat lead by 8.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Now, here's Okongwu. Now, here's Johnson. Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 6.
Wow. through that contact. That is a really nice play by Johnson.
And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
Reza Shea wide open. And the three off target. The Heat leading by 8. MP kicks to Hero. A three from MP. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Reza Shea. Still yet to score. Wallace the pass to Johnson. Okongwu with a screen on Powell. Johnson can't hit. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Powell dishes to MP. Shoots over Reza Shea. Powell, that's good. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Reza Shea up top in the corner. Daniels. The Hawks again can't hit. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. A three from MP. Johnson with the rebound. Hawks have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Wallace with the ball. Now defended by Powell. Wallace against Powell. Back to Daniels. A three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got a hand on it. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Hero. Good on the three-point shot. Reza Shea's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Jonathan Kuminga. He's checked in for the Hawks. Vincent comes in for Wallace. And some changes here for the Heat. Miami leading by 7. Here's Jonas. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson finds Reza Shea. Just 5 on the clock. A minute 42 left in the first quarter of the game. He makes that one drop, only a second. Five tries. Here's Jonas. Guarded by Reza Shea. Pass to Jovic. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 5. Now Vincent. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Kisper comes in for Jalen Johnson. And it's Buddy Hield in for Zachary Reza Shea. Now here's Powell. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Vincent on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. They set the pick. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat leading by 5. He takes it in. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. To the middle. Here's Ware. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Vincent with it. Hasn't made one yet. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. MP has been leading the charge for Miami. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
On the court for Miami here in the second. Mitchell is out there with Powell. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. Now Mitchell after the missed 3 from Corey Kispert. Jaquez outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Oh, nice dunker by Ware.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey team, Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be #1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you, Kevin.
Good priority. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Healed with the bucket.
And what focus from Hield there. Not an easy finish, but that guy finds a way.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Mitchell kicks to Ware. No good on the triple. The Hawks trail by 7. Now Vincent. No scoring in this one. Kuminga the pass to Kispert. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Vincent. Here's Kispert. And it's off from three-point range. Mitchell dishes to Powell. There's a good screen. Now Ware. The rebound by Hield.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Kispert, bounce pass. Vincent finds Landale. And here is Kispert. Shoots over Powell. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Yeah, Kuminga will look for any opportunity to throw it down.
The Heat leading by 3. Brown. Fast break, the Hawks. Powell against Hield. Pass to Kispert. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Vincent misses.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Powell outside. Now Jaquez. Defended by Vincent. Where? Miami no good on that time either.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Hield can't hit. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Mitchell kicks to Ware. Pass to Jaquez. Mitchell outside. Here's Jovic. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Hield the pass to Landale. Hield against Powell. Down low. Here's Landale. Still scoreless. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He is putting in work right to the rim. Defense had no answer.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Zachary Rizachet comes in for Kispert. Daniels, he's checked in for Heel. And Wallace subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Mitchell. And Powell gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. Powell's got 6.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Here's Landale. 11-point game his last outing. Nice shot by Wallace.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Ware dishes the foul. There's Hero with the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Well, I just thought they had the tempo exactly where they wanted it. To me, that was the difference in the game. Take a break.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And last season's most improved player, and Tim, I know you like this guy, Dyson Daniels, a rising player.
Well, Kevin, he is an elite defender, already one of the best we have in this league, and he's just getting started.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Hawks?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's Rizachet, following the basket by MP. Back to Wallace. Johnson for 3. Jaquez with the rebound. Miami trailing. MP outside. Outside, Adebayo. Inside, here's MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You just love the pressure MP puts on defenses. He is poised beyond his years.
Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. And Miami with a change here, too. Wiggins is checked in. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Rizachet, guarded by Powell. Here's Wallace. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Free throw good, Wallace. For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Now here's Powell. He has 6. MP strong inside.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Here's Rizachet, guarded by Powell. On the wing, Daniels. Shot clock at 6. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Jaquez, he's checked in for Miami. And here's Daniels. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Clock at 4. A special move before the shot. Daniels has got his second bucket of the night.
And as a scorer, Daniels can really work inside with that size.
Hero passes to MP. Doesn't go for it. Nice defense from Wallace. The Hawks leading. Pass to Daniel. Back to Wallace. To the middle. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, Daniels is a big wing, and he is aggressive around the rim.
And so, MP will bring it up for Miami. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
This has been that rare night where they got pretty much anything they wanted offensively.
Now here's Wallace. 12 points for him. The Hawks working the ball around. Now here's Johnson. Fires the three. That's good from Wallace.
He was in my freaking way. What was I supposed to do?
Wallace has got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now, here's MP. 24 points for him. It's good from long range.
Well, after giving up that three on one end, Tyler Hero was hunting an answer.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He had 57 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
MP, no good. Atlanta's shooting at 51%. Really solid. Johnson outside. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, he had a solid first quarter, but he is rolling now.
To the paint. Here's MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
To the right side. Rizachet. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Wallace against MP. Rebounded by the Hawks. Wallace has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. The Heat trail by 5. MP passes to Jaquez. The 3 from MP. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And you can tell Rizachet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Now here's Wiggins. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Rizachet with it. Jaquez defending. Here's Johnson. Releases. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Jaquez. Nothing on the board. The shot and game clock separated by 4. In the corner, it's MP. Here's Adebayo. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
That'll do it for the first half. Hawks ahead, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top. Yeah, you love a team that will work, sometimes deep into the clock for their shots. Man, that's great.
New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
I could see a number of different guys in the three-point contest. Every team in this league has a number of great, good shooters.
Yeah, it's not like when we were playing. You had one or two guys. Now everyone's shooting the three.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Some bonus offense there. Not used to getting this level of production from him, but they will certainly take it.
Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizashay. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Wallace in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. MP, no good. The Hawks leading by 7. Rizashay with it. Now defended by Powell. Daniels with the bounce pass. Shoots from the right block. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight. And Miami shooting here about 46% for the game. Powell the pass to MP. Wiggins kicks to Powell. A 3 from MP. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Atlanta shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Daniels finds Johnson. Here's Okongwu. He's guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Rizashay. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Wallace. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Powell for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Wallace has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Here comes MP, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
Outside Daniel. Pass to Okongwu. Wallace outside. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Wallace has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism, he's got star written all over him.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from MP. Outside Daniel. Pass to Rizashay. A three-pointer off the mark. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. MP against Wallace. And it's Rizashay with the rebound. Rizashay's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wallace finds Rizashay. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
This one for 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Outside Daniel. Back to Wallace. Pass to Rizashay. Over Powell, and that one's good. Rizashay's got 13. The Heat trail by 11. Powell, the pass to MP. Getting it done against contact. It's MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Riza with it. 13 points in the game. Wallace outside. Pass to Riza. No good on the three.
Well, after spacing the floor for them in the first half, he's gone cold from out there.
And he gets the bucket. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Back to Wallace. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wallace has got 6 points in the quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Wiggins. Here's MP. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 9. Now Riza. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Wallace finds Riza. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 15.
Well, Riza has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Wiggins outside, down low, the 10-footer. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. Takes the three. It's hauled in by the Heat.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
And the Hawks making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. How about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. Second, Tyler Hero.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
Well, it's part of the nature of that position. Your team needs to be able to pencil in a certain number of points from that spot.
Pass to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. MP, no good. Atlanta leading by 9. Wallace dishes to Okongwu. Wallace outside. The train. Cranes the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on MP. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Wiggins. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you guys.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Wallace against MP. And it's Wallace penetrating. After Riza. Here's Wallace. Three-pointer. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Jaquez outside. Left side, Adebayo. Hero kicks to MP. Here's Powell, and it's Miami with another.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
The Hawks leading by 8. Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Daniel. Here's the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's MP. Out to Powell. Sinks the three-pointer. Howell's got 11 points.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Corey Kispert's checked in for Atlanta. Hawks shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Okongwu kicks to Daniels. For three, Kispert. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 4 assists in the game.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Here's the lob to the hoop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Ware. Hawkins outside. There's the screen. Atlanta with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Outside, Kuminga. Wallace looking for an opening. Now, here's Kispert. Shot clock at 5. Kuminga kicks to Wallace. Daniel from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Hawkins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hero finds Hawkins. Outside, Hero. They get the rebound.
And that's why it's important sometimes to read your own miss. Hawkins Jr. really smart to collect that and then cash in.
Outside Daniel. To the wing on the left. Left side, Kuminga. The 3. And Ware pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's the pick. Heroes. That's a 2-pointer. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Wallace. Connects from 3-point range. Wallace has got 9 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Pass to Hero. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Outside, Hero. For 3. Hero can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's get this next bucket. We got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. Right here in the head. Stay connected.
Greg urging his team to go on a run here.
I mean, they have what it takes, and Coach Spo right now just trying to spark a fire in his group.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. They've got Powell. Also Mitchell out there. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Khalil Ware. And it's Jovic in at the power forward position. Pass to Kispert. Back to Hield. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Mitchell. It's Powell on the wing. Offline with his 3. The Hawks leading by 5. And here is Hield. Johnson surveying the floor. Now here's Kispert. He's defended by Ware. Kispert, no good. Mitchell outside. Here's the screen. Overhealed. And it's Mitchell missing. Atlanta's shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Now here's Kispert. They kick out to Hield. From outside, off the mark.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Mitchell passes to Ware. And here is Mitchell. Back to Powell. Pass to Ware. Shoots over Landale. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kispert finds Kuminga. Kispert setting the pick for Hield. To stop the drought, hits it from three-point range. And the Hawks lead by 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Kispert, the pass to Johnson. It's blocked. Hawkins outside. Pass to Mitchell. Ware with it. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Kispert. Here's Jovic. And he drops it in from the low post. Jovic has got his first points of the game.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Rizachet, he's checked in for Kispert. Heroes checked in for the Heat. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. And they told the team, let's keep doing what we're doing. We're up. Do not forget that. They told their team to just relax, to have fun, and to finish this one out. We'll see if they do, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. But Hield, nobody around. The Hawks again can't hit. Now Mitchell. Powell for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Rizachet's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Johnson. Here's Hield. Johnson with a screen on Hawkins. And Johnson with the stuff.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Now Ware. Here's Powell. Mitchell outside. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Kuminga finds Johnson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 10-point Hawks lead.
I really like when Johnson is finding his own offense like this, particularly when he's that close to the basket.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And a wide open look for Hero. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Hawks leading by 10. Pass to Johnson. Here's Rizachet. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release, because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Daniels comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And Wallace subbed in for Buddy Hield. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo comes in for Khalil Ware. And MP subbed in for Davion Mitchell. Big dog. And just miss after miss right now. Atlanta leading by 15. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Daniel. Here's Ricochet. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Ricochet thrives in that role.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Miami Heat. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Ricochet finds Wallace. Now Ricochet. Daniels from outside. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Count it.
And around the basket, Tyler Hero is a very creative finisher.
Wallace the pass to Johnson. Pass to Ricochet. Up 3 off the mark. The Heat trail by 15. MP right side. And here's Adebayo. Covered by Okongwu. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Wallace kicks to Johnson. Hero against Daniel. Offensive rebound. Okongwu sinks that one from the post.
And there he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
And regardless of the big lead, he just doesn't slow down.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is kept back down to 11. Some big points there from MP.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Bounce pass from Ricochet. Johnson finds Wallace. And there it is for him. That's 28 points for Wallace.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
Back to MP. Off target with his 3. The Hawks leading by 13. Daniels into the lane. Okongwu dishes to Wallace. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wallace has got 13 points in the second half.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Pass to MP. An easy 2 points on the layup. MP's got 46 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Wallace attacking. Nice use of the glass on the finish. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And Miami making a change here. Higgins is checked in. The Heat trail by 15. Now Hero from outside. Swing from outside.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
The Hawks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Wide open. Cleared away by Adebayo.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
Ricochet with it. Okongwu with a screen on Powell. Now Okongwu. Here he shoots in for the alley-oop slam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Hero. Higgins outside. Rattler's a 3. Down he goes for 3.
Yeah, he's solid from out there. Wiggins just producing year after year in this league.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Takes the three, carries the deep ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Powell outside. For three. Not that time. It won't go. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought so hard.
They really did. And I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And so looking at the number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Wallace.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Wallace outside. Knocked away. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports.
Well, we got the Indiana Pacers next, so hopefully that will give us some boost. Well, we weren't going to beat the Hawks anyway because the Hawks were just much better than we were. So yeah, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.